Howdy, folks, and welcome back to Fate Extra Caster New Game Plus. We'll be starting round 7, day 1. Or I guess technically, we did the opening cutscene for the day last time, but yeah, we'll be starting the day in earnest today. As I head out into the hallway, a silhouette appears in the doorway. I wonder how many times I've met Kodamine like this. What does he want this time? As he sees me tense up, he flashes me a rare smile. I must admit that I am surprised that you, of all people, have made it this far. I welcome you to the final confrontation, Master. The Holy Grail is almost within your reach. The omnipotent construct that'll grant any wish, any desire, and you feel how close it is. It's too soon to think like that. What a surprise, to be free of avarice. I suppose I should quietly applaud you. A dismissive smile begins to form on the lips of the black-clad priest. Now, allow me to announce the final trial. The way to the last battlefield has been opened. So, who will claim victory and raise the Holy Grail to their lips? I await with bated breath. I'll be right back. We go to our room and go say hello to our lovely teapot. This will decide the winner of the Holy Grail War. Regardless of what may happen, just focus on advancing. Something I'm gonna check real quick. Okay, yeah, our luck stat is still 17. And let's see, if our magic stat is 222, then... and we need to get to about 255. Then we can start by adding 26, which is 10 skill points worth of stuff, to get to 248. Then we add 5.2 to go from 248 to 253.2. So yeah, I think it's 13 skill points is what is needed to get to max magic from here, if my math is correct. If my math is mathing. Which would mean that that is 5 levels. Congratulations in advancing to the 7th round, Hakuno. Please take a lunch. This is the last one, so I put extra love into it. Receive Sakura's amazing lunch. I've already given you the last healing supplies I could provide to you. Do your best all the way till the end. I can't count how many times I've come here, but now the only masters left are myself and Leo. Will you guys still be here? Oh my gosh, we're saying goodbye. So sad. But anyways, it looks like, yeah, there's not really anything to... Oh, here we go. I walk down the hallway, en route to the arena. Is it because the culmination of this journey draws near that each footstep feels so inevitable? Ooh, what are you looking at? Hey, there's nothing out there. Aw. Jeez, so moon cells can't even be used. Don't you know that you triggered a flag under those sakura blossoms with me, Master? Castor just doesn't bother to hide her flirtations, even while hiding her mouth behind her kimono sleeve. It's still hard thinking of her as a divine being, but that is the true nature of the smiling, cheerful Castor who has fought beside me. I have to treasure this carefree moment, just like I treasure her carefree spirit. Huh? What's wrong? Is there something on my face? But my skin was soft and my ears were perky this morning. What's wrong with my face, Master? Distraught, Tamamo hides her face. Whoops. I should know by now how sensitive she is and not stared. I like her impulsiveness, though. Tamamo is always reassuring me and pushing me to do better. Eh? Nothing's wrong? So I'm the cute little Tamamo I always am? Huh? Did I say something weird just now? I think that she's so flighty that it's hard for her to understand people when they're serious. Anyway, it's time, Master. It's annoying to have to prepare, but the opponent is quite strong. My body might be foxy, but don't let that distract you, Master. Let's go, Master. Let's both give this fight everything we've got. These days I've spent with Castor have not been bad. I think I could be with Castor all the time. But still, the hour of battle draws ever closer. The final battle. No matter how the Holy Grail War ends, I'll be parted from her. This is the arena entrance. First floor. 7th Chimeric Lunar Sea, first floor. The Holy Grail is only for the mega strong enough to take it. But what is true strength? What is fatal weakness? Will there be light enough to let there be light enough to illuminate your way? So yay, we get the fun thing of not being allowed to play the game. The atmosphere of the arena felt more ominous than normal, and the noise felt as if it was going to rip me apart. The animosity being directed at me is almost palatable. It makes me want to throw up. This horrible feeling of hatred, it couldn't possibly be coming from that young prince. Castor seems really on edge, but they're right. This feeling isn't coming from either Leo or Gawain. In fact, I'm almost sure that I felt this feeling of hatred before. But how is it? I'm not sure what's happening, but it may be the work of some evil imp. Stay on your toes, Master. Wow, he came back as a zombie. I know it might be painful, but I'm not gonna swap to enhancement spike. We'll suffer with it. And get our brain shocked with cancer or something, I don't know. Whatever the heck we could have just got shocked with. While walking in the arena, a sudden burst of distortion that sounds almost like a groan pierces my brain. Could it be a voice? Julius, not yet die. Why myself? That was definitely a voice. I suddenly feel as if a wave of negative emotions is washing over me. Get a hold of yourself, Master. Lending an ear to the dead is the worst thing you could possibly do. Castor's words immediately bring me back to reality. While the aura of negativity is still very much there, the voice that seemed to ring in my head is gone. There's no doubt as to who that voice belongs to, but how? If I want to know the truth, I have to keep moving forward. Walk, walk, walk. So slow. Telemagica. Chaos Heaven. Bomb. We'll use Crystal. We'll do our best to take these guys out decently fast. And let's see. We'll go towards that door, then we'll go up here. The distortion sears my brain like a hot iron. Dark thoughts seem to work their way through my entire being. A sudden chill that courses through my body sets to shaking, and I feel like I'm being turned inside out. I try to stop the intrusion of these evil thoughts into my consciousness, but they continue to enter my mind. His name is Dejection. His origins lay in stain and spite. His name is abomination and hatred. In his past is scorn and ridicule. In other words, apathy towards everything. What? What is this? These overwhelming emotions. What's the source of this deranged irrationality that is rejected and rejects, denies and is denied? It feels as if it crawled out from the darkest depth of hell. I muster all the strength I can and barely manage to endure the onslaught that threatens to engulf me. The heart phase seldom. Is that someone's voice? I push through the distortion and focus my attention on the voice. Experiment will begin. We will remove the liver. To observe the pain response, no anesthesia will be used. Failure, 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 failure. Less than useless. This individual has no right to exist and has nothing to contribute to the future. No value, no ability. It's a failure. Its design is flawed. The rate of aging is twice that of a normal person. I predict that its lifespan will be 25 years at best. What a failure. It's hopeless. This is the most unforgivable of sins committed against nature. It'd be understandable if it came from common stock, but it came from a superior life form. Refrain. Stop. The voice suddenly stops. As I concentrate harder, I can see a figure beyond the distortion. That must be a woman. I focus my concentration, and as I stretch out my hand, a scene plays out before me. There you are, Miss Alicia. That voice. It sounds much younger, but it definitely belongs to Julius. Though his voice is audible, his figure doesn't appear. This must be his memory then. The woman named Alicia turns toward Julius, but time has degraded the memory of her facial features. Oh, Lias, what's on? Yes, the matter has I see. So it's that, all, Fatty. The sunlight was felt so, that I just happened to, for time it was. Let us hurry. We get pun if we make it just a little longer. Anyway, juice your son so it better, father? No, as I have be that it is be the harwa, the nli f the har z leo. My dear master, don't listen to the voices of the dead. You have to hold on to your consciousness. The sound of Castor's panicked shouting brings me back to reality. The voices I heard in those memories faded at the end, and I couldn't understand them, but those memories definitely belonged to Julius. Perhaps he was trying to tell me something. Buried under all those dark memories was the cry of sorrow. I have to go on. I have to learn what the owner of that voice is seeking. Rah. Chaos. Let's see if this works. Nope. Maybe? Yes, it will work anyways. The idea was if it guards on the first action, then I'll stun it, and then be able to do a triple afterwards. It didn't stun, but thankfully it just guarded 3 times in a row afterwards anyways. And we got enemy info. More doors everywhere. We got the bowl. Taking care of it, nice and easy. Doing a nice 450 damage. There it is again. The black thoughts encroach upon my brain like closing waves. Concentrate on the owner of these voices. I'm drawn into those dark thoughts, avoiding the distortions that try to envelop me. I reach out with my mind. Where is that figure? When I settle my thoughts, a scene suddenly begins to play in my mind. Is this a continuation of that scene from before? Let us hurry. Making him wait just a little longer won't be enough to get us in trouble. Anyway, Julius, you're his son. Why don't you call him father? I can't. I don't have the right. I was not born with that which is needed to lead the Harwaits. The one who will succeed the throne is Master Leo. That's how it is. Tell me, what is it that he has been so occupied with as of late? He is receiving training by having knowledge burned into his brain. It's a sound thaumaturgical process. All of that horrible surgery, and he's only 3. Even as his mother, I so rarely see him. Master Leo will one day stand at the pinnacle of the plutocracy the Harways have built in Europe. The ruler of Western Europe, a burden that pains a mother to see her child shoulder. Julius, yes? That, for Leo, yes, I exist only for that purpose. All, indeed now, to make the relic Holy Grail have Serva. The serf that I had summoned is an East Urshel artist named Uan, and truly, I apologize, Abel on isn't asked. It's all plore ab Leo. Ye ev fo life. Could these be Julius's memories of the time before his soul became irrevocably stained as an assassin? I focus even harder on what I'm seeing and reach out even further. Something is there. What is it that you want to say? And when I finally reach the absolute depths of the blackened soul behind these memories, kill, 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 let me die, let me die, let me die, kill, 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 let me die, let me die, let me die, kill, 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 let me die, let me die, let me die, kill, kill, kill. Oh, there's a Y mixed in there, near the very end. Kill, 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 Y, kill, kill, let me die, let me die, let me die. Master, please wake up, Master! Castor is almost screaming in desperation and fear. It seems that I'm still alive. That rap sucked. My hands are still clenched into fists. I'm covered in sweat and I'm panting with exertion. I give a nod to the obviously distressed Castor to show that I am okay, and then slowly get to my feet. But it was there, a cry for help in the depths of Julius' consciousness. I have to know what it means. As we walk, ever so slowly, towards the truth. Also, yeah, we'll take on the Nephilim. I'm not scared. Oh, what if we be really mean to it here? Yeah, let's allow it to hit us with Break. Then we hit it with a Frigid Heaven. And Merciful Sky again. Then we recover. And Frigid Heaven, then Fiery Frigid. Let us hit it with a known attack versus an unknown one. Especially since I'm pretty sure these types of Nephilims... Oh yeah, this one's Nephilim Delta, by the way. But yeah, the Nephilims are of this level, well, the previous level and above. Like Nephilim Tau or whatever it was, they're able to lower our defense stat, I believe, with one of their attack skills. But there we go, nice and easy. 2,300 experience points.
ブサイクモデルのああもううざいってば
Let's see. I guess guard.
頑張りますね天罰的面
Pop.
ご苦労様それ
Pop again.
ご苦労様
Hopefully we get him.
やっちゃいます愛の力思い知ったか
And recover. Okay, there we go. Ooh, 500 experience. That's pretty nice. Ether crystal.
でもたまには油揚げとか食べたいな頑張りますね
We got a pretty good read on the combos here, so that's nice. Info came in handy. We bop it as much as possible.
天罰的面
How many of you at home have used a bop it before?
ではこれってお別れ
Bop it, twist it, pull it,
そろそろお茶とかした
get electrocuted in your brain it. The almost tangible animosity is coming from the end of this corridor. Although the source of it isn't approaching, I can tell that it is incredibly dangerous. I somehow know that the hatred is directed at me. It is so intense that it feels as if my very soul is being impaled by it. I knew it was that gloomy guy. I can't believe he came back from the dead. He must really hate to lose. But now he's just a shambling corpse. And as long as you're here, Telemo is invincible. Now, just hand me a shot. I mean, say the word and he is toast. Also, we have to beat him to get out of here. The source of this feeling of hatred is Julius, but his power seems different than when I last faced him. The threat before me is very real, but I have Castor by my side, and if I don't defeat the enemy before me, I'll never make it to the elimination battle. In addition, even as the force of his grudge hits me, I feel something other than its desire for my death. I want to know what that feeling is, no matter what may be waiting for me up ahead. Okay, so let's see. We got the correct stuff equipped. We are going to want to use Ether Crystal,
なんかいいですね
then
こういうの
MP Heal, and then Magic Crystal Fragment. And yeah, 360 is enough. It has been a while since we last met, Hakuno. The man standing there greeted me in a quiet voice. The serenity of his voice contrasted with the chaotic and noise-filled atmosphere of the arena. You don't seem surprised to see me. Is that not so? You defeated me, but I have returned because of a question I wish to ask you. Also, I will not be defeated by one such as you. I cannot allow myself to fall to one such as you. I don't quite understand what exactly is driving me, but it is those feelings that brought me here. What is he talking about? I understand hating the person that defeated you. That's only natural. But what question could possibly be so important? What is Julius trying to say? You don't understand? Of course, how could you? This is truly just too funny. Am I the only one who knows who and what you really are? I'm like a mere ghost such as yourself. I am alive. After I fell, I became a ghost. While falling through the perdition created by Seraph, I fought to continue on. Right at the end, I saw the truth. As the Moonsoul began to tear me apart, I saw what you really were. And as if the remnants of his sanity finally snapped, Julius suddenly lets out a roar of maniacal laughter. In addition to the hatred and insanity reflected in his eyes, there was a sense of obligation and duty. Has the killer before me come back from the dead to fulfill his duty? That's exactly right. I could accept defeat at the hands of any other master but you. You being the one to defeat me is unacceptable. Whether this world lives or dies should be decided by us. Choices that will determine the fate of the world should be made by those living in the present, not by you. A relic of the past like you should not be allowed to influence what happens in the here and now. What did Julius just call me? A relic of the past. I'm not only a pale imitation of someone's life, but I was never a part of the present. That's correct. You're a reproduction of someone who lived 20 years before the world slid into stagnation. Then all of the imagery that sometimes appears in my dreams is the last moments of his life, which ended decades ago. Correct. That is why I cannot allow you to defeat me. The changes that must be made in this era will need to be done by us. Leo, my brother, must be king, or... That's it. That must be the reason. That's my one responsibility. That is what keeps me trapped here. But nothing matters. Please, put me out of my misery. Round 6 is already come and gone. One more person. One last victim. Once I kill you, my duty will be done. This is your final moment. Please just let me kill you. The man hisses out his command. For a moment, I'm violently dizzy. As my vision spins, I fall into a pit of darkness. A violent bestial howl tears through the air and sends a tremor running through the ground. That must be Assassin. No, wait, he's different than before. That look of insanity only belongs to a berserker. Hold on a second, Master. There's something strange about that Julius guy's left arm. My servant lets out a small cry of surprise. Oh dear God, that's some other person's arm attached to him. That is so incredibly disgusting. Julius must have ambushed a great number of masters and killed them. He somehow managed to preserve one of his victims' arms and appropriate their command seal. I gotta drink water. Oh. I wonder which master's arm he stole. What if that arm belonged to the master of Berserker? It looks like Julius' crime against nature turned Assassin into a Berserker. What a disaster. Something that just came to mind here is... So, we defeated Julius in round 5, where there were 8 participants left. And so he could have at most taken out like 4 or 5 of them from then on. So I was like, a great many masters. Then I also remembered that, oh yeah, we saw like a large pile of corpses earlier in the game, because he's been killing off people outside the rules from the very start. Most servants have only 1 class, but this one has the attributes of 2. His power must be incredible. I can't believe that this servant's mind and body have been able to endure this outrageous injustice. I need neither rational thought nor coherent memories. Everything comes to an end now. Now, burn to ashes! Matrix, level E. Okay, just have to cut real quick there. Let's see. Maybe we just bully him? Question mark? Because I'm pretty sure he'll start with a buff. we merciful into fiery, into merciful, into frigid, into merciful, into MP heal plus fiery. Ooh, it's an attack skill. Okay, I guess because Berserker. But still, hopefully we can survive. Please stun. Please. Yay, it's stunned. And we got the second stun too, even though it was completely unnecessary. Because he was going to guard anyway. But anyways, we got him. Congratulations, we win. And his tummy hurts. Oh no, so sad. With a ground-shaking roar of bestial rage, the once ferocious martial artist disappeared into the sky. Li Shuwen, considered by many to be one of the greatest masters in the history of Baijiquan. Though he dedicated his life to martial arts, he was undone by the karma his acts of violence demanded. Ooh. Julius's normally refined features contort as the command seal on the back of his hand glows deep red. Unable to withstand the pain that's surging through his body, Julius hunches over. I can barely watch as he writhes in pain. It's too late to help. Julius's command seals disappear one by one, and his body collapses upon itself. I cannot bring myself to strike the finishing blow. Despite the fact that he tried to kill me many times over, I can't kill him as he is now. The person from who this body of mine is copied from might have lived their life much like he did. His eyes slowly open. So this is the end. Julius breathes in deep. There is no longer the madness of bloodlust tinging his eyes. Oh yeah, Julius, I guess, is sort of like Solid Snake in that he ages super fast. The serenity in your eyes, though I cannot understand why, you actually have some pity for me. As his shoulders move in time with his labored breathing, Julius looks up into the sky of this empty world, covered by the waters of a virtual sea. Remember the question you asked me before the elimination battle? Why do you kill? You were right, you know. It's exactly what you guessed. The Holy Grail, the highways, none of that ever really mattered. When I was young, only one person ever showed me love. Me, who had never been loved before. No one can live without love. Not even someone like me, whose life had no value otherwise. There was a woman who taught me that my life had value. She died without any warning. It was so sudden. In order to secure Leo's inheritance, her family had her assassinated. Her final request to her killer was that they protect Leo, my brother. I can no longer clearly remember the exact events. Looking back on it, the whole incident seems so surreal. I liken it to a badly made movie, poorly made, laughably acted, and generally done in poor taste. Julius isn't looking my way. He is now deep in his memories. But since then, my purpose was clear. I would work to grant her final wish, and then join her in death. People began to despise me like I was an evil spirit whose hands were forever tainted with blood. But I could accept that, because in trying to grant her wish, I had a motivation in life. But you, while destroying my cause, you didn't finish me off. Why? It seemed like you wanted to be saved. I've been more awed by Julius than by any other opponent, but inside his ferocity lay a deep melancholy. Behind his frozen gaze, I sensed a man crying out for rescue like a helpless infant. I just wanted someone to rescue me. Maybe I did. Julius cast his eyes down. I feel like I've been lost in the darkness, alone ever since birth, never considering that there might be hope or another path. My whole life I've been an insect, desperately drawn to a single light far ahead of me. But maybe my life wasn't all that bad. It's right here. If I could be born one more time, I may live the same way again. Even if my dark journey ends in pain, it means everything to see light at the end of the path. A yellow light can be seen reflected off the eyes in Julius's raised head. Maybe he's seeing the only person who can truly save him. I can only hope that's the case. I'm sad that I'm powerless to do anything for him myself. Kishinami, you are crying for me. I had forgotten the beauty that such a gesture can hold. No, don't shed tears for me. Before his finger reaches my cheek to wipe away the tears, it melts away into thin air. Ah, it's time. My heart cringes as his hands and his feet lose color and become translucent as teardrops. And then, with a faint smile spreading across his lips, Julius disappears without a trace. Doors still locked, door stuck. Also, I'm spooked. We gonna heal real quick. We don't need to, but yeah, we're going to. Also, apparently, healing magic counts as a food in Castor's eyes, because she just asked for something fried next time. You want a fried healing spell? You insane person.
Mr. Gloomy found salvation, Your Highness. I'm a little jealous, but you did a good thing, Master. However, don't you think it's really suspicious that we haven't seen the little king around? He talks all big about being a king, but mark my words, he's off plotting something sneaky right this minute.
75%. And yeah, since we start with Matrix level 1 on Leo and Gawain here, because we know Gawain's name and all that, it does mean that we only have 2 actual bits of information to grab, so they're much more spread out than in previous weeks. The assassin appears for the 3rd time. Only in the Holy Grail War could I meet such an opponent. Castor had told me to not worry too much about it, but still, I cannot help but think on it.
I understand how you feel, but really, there's no sense in obsessing over it all. I am almost positive that guy wanted everything about him to remain inscrutable, even his death. He may have been a dastardly villain, but at the very least he had a sense of shame. And he was an assassin. It's not like he wanted anyone's approval. He chose strength above all else. If you must remember anything at all about him, remember that even in the end, he still had his pride.
That may be true. Just like Castor says, Julius's life was his own. I can't take responsibility for how he led it.
There's no use in crying over a defeated enemy when we still have one remaining before us.
I nod in acknowledgement of Castor's words. Now that I think about it, I haven't told Granny about Julius. I wonder if she's around today. I think I will see her later. First, we are gonna put the enhancement spike back on, wherever that is. Okay, it's near the bottom. I never remember. Library. 3rd floor.
Hakuno, you have finally made it to the finals. That you are alive is cause for celebration.
Granny smiles, seemingly unaware that she is the reason I've made it this far. I have to win one more time to be worthy of that smile. I have to reach the Holy Grail.
It comes as no surprise that the finals are against the Harways.
Granny's beaming expression gives way to one muddied by anxiety, though still steadfast.
I have a request, Hakuno.
A request. If she wants me to get the Holy Grail, I've already committed. Her burdens and my resolve both drive us to accomplish the task of attaining the Holy Grail.
Stay alive and return to me. As Julius was the cunning scorpion, Leonard is the lion. Leonard is Then it is the Lion, pride and strength of the Harways. He is the true representative of those Western European plutocrats. The Holy Grail is his to lose. I'm surprised to hear Rani lecture so, but her earnestness is really quite endearing. I don't plan on giving Leo any quarter. He's my better, so I have to go all out. That said, I'm different from what I was in the first round. I have my servant and Rani, both of whom have seen me through some tough patches. I know I could have faith in you, Hakuno. If there's anything at all you wish me to do, just ask. It's in my power to make sure that Smile never diminishes, and that we go to the Grail hand in hand. Please return safely. This is the multimedia room. And there is nothing at all suspicious about the multimedia room. Nothing at all. I do sort of appreciate the very, very subtle world building there of all the other rooms and faculty offices and stuff which had some descriptor of what's going on inside or something when you interact with them. But the multimedia room is just the multimedia room with nothing else. This will decide the winner of the Holy Grail War. Regardless of what may happen, just focus on advancing. So yeah, I like that the multimedia room from the start gives you a sort of sense of unease. Also more caster dialogue. Caster's subdued manner and twitching ears immediately tells me something is wrong with her. What's up? Why are you looking at me like that? Come on, we need to get to the arena. Caster seems to have returned to her normal exuberant self, but it feels really forced. I want to help her in any way I can. She is my partner in all of this, so I ask. Do your ears itch or something? No. Is something troubling you? With a small gasp, Caster becomes almost immediately wide-eyed and flustered at my question. What do you mean? I've been hiding something from you and Guilt is killing me. What do you mean? I've been hiding something from you and Guilt is killing me. This is more serious than I thought. Tomo is usually all smiles, but it seems that right now she's anything but happy. I'm finally able to read the subtle changes in her mood. She can talk to me about anything. When I tell her this, Caster responds with a sigh. This isn't a problem that can simply be talked away. I'm pretty good at fooling with Mooncell surveillance, but I may have messed up this time. But this time Tomo really screwed up. I won't be able to hide my mistake, more or less. With that said, Caster frowns, folds her arms around her chest, and begins muttering to herself. To anyone else, it would look like she was just kidding, but to me it's obvious she's really worried. What did she mean by the Mooncell surveillance? The thing is, let's say it has to do with one's priorities. It's part of her contract. Servants generated by the Mooncell are obligated to protect this one thing at any cost. For example, if a master tried to destroy the system, we servants would be required to stop them. That's the gist of it, anyway. And if a servant puts their master over the system, that servant would be deleted from the Mooncell. Hold up a second. This means Tomo, who's been my #1 supporter since the beginning, has been violating this edict? But my resolve to never let anyone harm my dear master will not change ever. Yeah, let's continue with this train of thought, shall we? I'm sorry to have dumped this on you, master. Tomo will figure this out on her own. Just forget everything I said. From now on, I'll be totally untouchable, so no worries. With a final fetching victory pose, Caster disappears, a sad smile still on her face. Now she's just being stupid. There's no way I'm going to be able to forget anything she just said to me. And speaking of that, I am going to put the Staff of Rebuke in my first slot here. And let's see, I talked to Rani and talked to Caster. I'll see how
we should be able to just barely squeeze out the rest of the arena today. There's like another cutscene in the arena, but yeah, we defeated Julius and now the doors are not cursed anymore and are now open. All of the doors in the arena that were sealed opened at the same time. Julius must have somehow hacked the arena and blocked the passageways.
Ah, the doors are open. Now we can continue exploring. Chop chop, Master. We have less to do still.
Move speed. Oh yeah, and Taiga is not here yet, because we do a weird thing this week where we have to go to the... We have to do the Taiga quest on the second floor of the arena first, and then we come back to the first floor of the arena later in the week. For some story reasons plus the Taiga quest. I would play Taiga quest. Crack shot. Well, fine then. You want to do that? Then have my death laser. Ether crystal. Playing the Saber was so nice since she got the... So I'm pretty sure each of the servants gets a passive skill, and Saber's was that she picks up more... She has a higher chance of picking up items after battle. Caster's is the recovering MP after battle, by the way, if you guys forgot. But yeah, Saber gets items after battle, and pretty much the only thing that enemies actually drop is healing items. Specifically the, like, servant HP healing. We are getting pretty close to a level, and that's very fun. I'm actually going to see if I can find this special thing before we level up this other cutscene. Dang it, nope. This will probably push us over. Well, I might as well go back and get the other corners there. Because, yeah, I believe we're having another mini-boss battle today. Ether crystal. Yeah, I probably should have used fire we have in there just to simplify things. Yep. Because this guy loves fooling me. Oh, we haven't leveled up actually. We're still good. Another ether crystal. I believe it's this corner right here. Yep. There doesn't seem to be any enemies lurking around here, so maybe I can actually relax for a while.
Is there something wrong? Why don't we take a short break?
My servant always tells me what's on her mind. It might be arrogant to think that I could help ease hers. As those words leave my lips, Caster's expression turns decidedly gloomy and...
You're actually worried about me? You can't imagine how happy that makes me, Master. But really, I'm fine. It may not seem like it, but Tomo no Mai is actually a very patient woman. And I'm pretty sure I can overcome any torture that the Moonsal could possibly devise.
Pretending to not notice what she is going through isn't going to work anymore. She means more to me than anyone else. How can I possibly ignore the fact that she's suffering? Your kindness and compassion is putting me in a rather difficult position, you know. My fundamental role will always be to help my master make it to the Holy Grail. That should be my only goal. So, I can't allow you to put yourself in danger on my account. So, forget about my petty problems and focus on the Holy Grail. Our next opponent is really strong, you know. As she says this, she turns her back to me again. The shiver of emotion that ran from the tip of her tail and up through her ears was impossible to miss. Be true to your feelings, like always. But I always have. I didn't know you have a sadistic streak, Master, and I am honest about my feelings. Anyway, I don't want her to struggle with her problems by herself. We're more than master and servant now. Haven't we always helped and supported each other throughout the war? I don't deserve such kindness. That's why I can't ask for... Castor's voice starts to crack with emotion before she can finish her sentence. The agreement with the Moon Cell. Any servant who puts their master before the Moon Cell will be punished. And as her master, I'd be punished as well. Even if unintentional, any master who raised such a troublesome servant will be eliminated. That's why Castor is insisting that she should handle it by herself. Her rationale is that if I don't know anything about what's going on, the Moon Cell will leave me alone. Castor has always been with me. I see now that her smile is her way of dealing with the fact that there are some things she can never have. Afraid, hurt, and lonely. Although not human, she's probably the most human of anyone I've met here. When I first met her, I found her exuberance overwhelming. Having faced death together numerous times, there is no one else in this place that I trust more. I cannot let her struggle alone. If the Moon Cell is going to punish her, I'll be by her side when it comes. We've been together for a long time now. My feelings for her aren't forced, though I don't really exist except as data and she's not human. Our feelings for each other are real. As someone who once had nothing, the bond between us means everything to me. It's a treasure that both Talmo and I share. Bond, huh? The bond between you and I. That's so heartwarming. Bond. A genuine smile lights up Castor's face as she repeats the word to herself again and again. The worry that was coloring her expression is gone, replaced with something akin to hope or even joy. But before there's any time to enjoy the moment, we get attacked by a JoJo stand. What in the hell is that? An ominous figure approaches us. It feels as if its only purpose is to eliminate us both. What the? That's the Seraph. A miniature version of Seraph? It looks like a hidden stats that govern my affection towards you have been maxed out. Or something like that. Castor's obviously been hiding this from the Moon Cell for a while. But her feelings that screamed, "My master means everything," couldn't be hidden from the Moon Cell forever. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I knew this was going to cause you a whole bunch of trouble. But if this is the worst punishment the Moon Cell can think of, this will be a cinch to deal with. Isn't that right, my dear master? That's right. If the punishment is to me a physical one, dealing with it shouldn't be much of a problem. No matter how strong the enemy may be, if they have a corporeal form of some kind, we'll just show them how strong our bond is, you know, like we always do. Now, just sing out a command, Master. I'll show how brave I can be. I'm getting so excited! Versus Seraph. 9,999 HP. We do that, then we attack, then we do that, and then I guess we do that, and then we eat their crystal, and then we oopa. Mahahaha. It's probably gonna guard this action. Nope, it didn't. Yay. Yeah, I started blasting.
炎天よ走れ マスター一生続け
3,000 experience. And that's what I wanted to save the level up for. Since if we leveled up first, then we would have gotten only like probably like around 2,500 or something. Master level 37. 1,753 HP, 400 MP, 3 skill points. And almost as if it was never there, the program sent to kill us vanishes. The bond that we share, even if it's against the rules, I will not allow it to be destroyed.
愛の力
That's what I'm talking about. I'm me, just much, much stronger. Nothing this pathetic can stop me.
And almost as if it was never there, the program sent to kill us vanishes. As Caster somehow manages to go demurely ecstatic, she looked even lovelier than ever before.
Let's get moving, Master. As much as I'd love to, there's no time to get sentimental now.
He's right. Even as we speak, Leo may have already taken possession of the Holy Grail. What we faced just now was only one of many obstacles. We haven't even gone beyond the first floor yet. But one thing I can say for certain, what I now have with Caster is more precious to me than any treasure.
レベルアップなんて
Another level up? Master, you're just so damn cool.
I do love this track. The ultimate song for a power couple.
1円
Magic Crystal Sphere.
ああもううざいってば頑張ります
You will not fool me this time.
お願いします
Mwahahahahahaha.
やっちゃいます天罰てきめんそろそろ終わりにしちゃいたいですね
Let's see. Okay, guard attack. Okay, so break. Something like this. Yep. Enemy info.
お別れです女の子だからって甘く見ました
Oh, and we keep the fun music. Yay.
なんかいいですねこういうの
We'll just jam out while we run back upstairs. And I thankfully both for two things. One, the doors are still marked on the map, and two, they
ああもううざいってば
even with the doors marked on the map, the places behind the doors aren't marked, so it's extremely easy to tell where we have to go, even though we're technically retreading the exact same place we went to yesterday.
何度も返します
You can easily tell what all the actual side paths that were blocked before are,
お話になりませんよマスター
which is something that I've seen a few other games get wrong, where they have you go back through a previous area, but with newly unlocked paths, but then don't actually make it clear what the new paths even are. Especially in a confusing area, if it's like a forest or something, then it's like, where am I going? I didn't know where I was going the first time, why would I know this time? Trigger code. New.
The dead can never hope to beat the living. Even though Zombie Julius tried to stop us, we got the trigger. Are we going to continue wandering the arena? If so, we should proceed with caution. We did it, my dear master.
Let's see how horribly this goes. Oh, paralysis, not good. We healing though. Please don't get paralyzed, please. So something that's a bit horrid is that paralysis can paralyze you on the same turn that it's applied. So say it gets applied to you on like the second action, it could paralyze you for like the fourth and fifth action, and you could do nothing about it. Unless you preemptively knew that you were going to get paralyzed and you went out of your way to heal preemptively after the paralysis would happen. But because the Darn Crocodile can use paralysis on pretty much any, well, inflict paralysis on pretty much any attack, that's not really a thing we can really do. And I'm sad, and you're sad, and we're all sad. And move speed, and we leveled up, and we got the trigger, so we're leaving. And like I said before, we will be coming back later in the week for Taiga Quest, plus some story. But since we're going pretty long, actually maybe not Taiga Quest, but so we're going pretty long, so we'll end it here for today. We'll save. No new info yet. Save our progress. Thank you all for being here. I hope to see you all next time. Bye-bye.